dinged, so that means we're good. Just give them a couple minutes to come on and everything. Hello from
So I have special guests here today, right? I do. So I have special guests with me today, which I am so excited. So maybe, so welcome to Gloria Horn Sewing Studio. Today we normally do just serger, but I left everyone yesterday with, we were going to do the triangle bag, and I wanted to show you how you would insert a zipper. We feel like this is crunch time, and we have so much to teach you for projects, easy projects that you can do on your machines, on your sergers, and your sewing machines, that we decided today we were going to put in a zipper using IQ Designer. And we are going to put in a zipper using the serger. So Steve is going to demo the serger part, and I am going to show you how to do it in IQ Designer. So, but I have extra unbelievable guests to be on my show today, and they are being models too. So I'm going to bring them in right now, and they are my wonderful granddaughters. There. So stand. I'm thinking it's going to be hard to see them. So this is Kelly and this is Kate. And Kate, can you kick up your foot and see if they can see what is? Oh, there! Oh my goodness! I didn't realize how high you can lift your foot. And then I also have James, who I affectionately call Jimmy. Jimmy's here now, girls. Yeah. Isn't he the cutest? So, yes, there's Jimmy. And look at, today we are going to show you the child size hats. Girls, what do these hats do? Can you show them what they do?
Light out.
Should I get James? Oh, Mom, you run in and press James. There. Okay, they light up. Now, when would you wear this hat?
At night.
At night, yeah.
And when you're trying to read in a very dark place.
That's a good idea. If you're trying to read in a dark place, you would put the hat on, right?
What if you just exploring on the ground, you have to see some stuff.
Yeah, laying on the ground and you want to see something, just whenever it's dark, right? Yeah, that's a really good idea. So there, Kate is modeling the black. Kelly is modeling. Look what he's pointing at. He wants to hold a rotary cutter. No, dangerous. And Kelly is modeling the navy blue, and she loves her brother so much, she kisses him how many times a day? Hundreds. And there, Jimmy is modeling the red. All right. Now, Kate is also modeling the slippers. So we will be showing you the slippers later. Oh, also, they have little accessories that they're modeling, right? Well, Kelly is a sparkly. Is that going to be in the show today? We don't know. Might have been something they've just found. Okay, I'm going to put Jimmy down to come to you guys. Okay, here you go. All right. Okay, so you go on out, and thank you so much for being such wonderful models. So they're staying at my house, and it's so wonderful. I wake up in the morning, and usually Gray's the one that wakes me up every morning, and we go down and we start breakfast. And so today it was Kelly and Kate. Well, and Gray heard James. He heard him, and when everybody else was asleep, he was awake. And so Gray went down and found him. So it's just wonderful, isn't it, when they come visit? So, okay. So I want to show you how to set up. So I used the IQ Designer book, and I went to the project that Mike Johns made, and I read it over, and I thought, I could do this. Okay, but I like these zippers with the large pulls. I don't like the little pulls. I don't like them when I'm putting something in as a pouch or a bag. I like a nice bag pull on there. So we are going to be showing you these. This is the best way to buy the zippers. You get 2 zipper pulls, and the zipper is 30-inch long. So you end up with 2 zippers out of it, but any length. Now, what happened to me? I thought I was being so smart, and I said, okay, at certain points, you have to slide that zipper pull, and then it sews a little farther, and you're going to slide the zipper pull. But what I didn't remember is that when it jumps to start sewing, it's going to bump that zipper pull, pop out of the hoop, and crash. And that did it to me 2 times, and I realized, what was I thinking? I want to close up the zipper at the very end, and the whole while I'm putting in the zipper, I want that zipper pull to be away from where I'm going to sew. Okay? So I had to redo my thinking on the zipper, but I'm ready to start showing them that in IQ Designer, and I do have notes ready to post later, but I still would like to hold the notes in front of you and so that you can screenshot them, because it'll probably be a few hours or maybe not even till tomorrow that I can get the notes online. Now, the other thing that worried me is, okay, I had half the zipper tacked in, and then it crashed, and so I gave up. But what I was worried about is I wanted to position this other half of the bag and keep this all one piece. And I just, because we used our fancy fill on it, I was going to pull. No, not going to work. So the only way this is going to work is if I work with 2 pieces. And you will see in your Mastering IQ Designer book, Mike Johns does a real nice zipper pouch, like something that you could put your cell phone in, and he works with 2 pieces. So I think it was just something impossible. Now, okay, so I am going to cut this in half. So I have it at about 15 1/4. So I'm just going to cut it at 7 5/8. Okay, so here, and I'll line that up, and 7 5/8. I'm going to line this up on this line, make it easier on me. Okay, and then 7 5/8, and I'm going to cut it in half, and then we'll just sew that seam back together once we're done designing. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's thick. I better go over it twice. There, I'm good. Okay, so I have my 2 pieces, and then I'm also I have with me my Annie's double-sided basting tape. This is a new product that she just introduced in 2023, and it's something I cannot live without. So, especially for putting in zippers. Okay, we're going to head over to the machine, and okay. Okay, now this is a continuation of what we did yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to grab this zipper and also cut that. I'm going to rip it out. I don't want to waste a zipper, so later I am going to rip it out, but I'm going to cut this part of it off. Okay, and I pinned it there so that I won't unzip it and the zipper pull comes off. Okay, so here, all right, so there's gray right there. So you know that you can put your own pictures on your machines. So I'm going to touch now this is what I ended up with. I'm pretty sure I saved it, but I'm going to save it again. Memory, save on the machine, and then I'm going to go home and we'll start from the beginning. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is measure the width of your zipper. So these zippers are 1 1/4. So this is what I'm going to work with, the 1 1/4 width. Okay, now the first page was notes from what we did yesterday. That was easy. So I think I would only insert a zipper in if I'm going to make a bunch of them, because just the steps to do it just takes so long. So screenshot that if you can. So if you're on your phone, you could just press those 2 buttons and do a screenshot of that one, because this is first talks about what do we need to do. Okay, now in a couple minutes I'm going to have you screenshot another page. Okay, or should I do them all now?
Sure.
So do them all now. So the second page is when we go and start designing. Okay, so here I have, okay, we have another special guest here. You don't want to go on? But Diane Kleepall's husband is here. I know you all know her because she posts on Facebook her wonderful projects. Yes, and she does the kitchen towels with the holder at the top. And I think we could do that in IQ Designer and put a buttonhole in. So I want to do that. I have so many projects in my head. Okay, so here's the next one, the next page. Okay, screenshot that one. That's steps 1 through 33. And then we've got the next page. Do a screenshot of that one. Can they see all the steps? Yep. 34 through 67. Yep. I printed it big just to make it easy on me. Okay. Now, and remember, you could go back later if you didn't get to screenshot it. You can go back later and screenshot it. Then I have steps 68 through 95. See, there's a lot of steps. Whereas the first thing that we did didn't have so many steps. Okay, so
Can you do the first page one more time?
The first page one more time. Right here is the first page.
A little to the left, just slightly.
And this is where it was from yesterday. Oh, move to the left slightly.
You're good, actually.
You're good? Okay. Okay. So what I did here, I first jot down notes. What do I need? Well, I need to know where to put my zipper. So I need a placement line for the zipper. And I want it to be 8 inches because that's how wide our fabric is. And the zipper is 1.25. Then I need to tack down the zipper. So that has to be smaller than the 1.25. So I just kind of said, okay, I'm going to do the tack down 1 inch by 8. Then I need a placement line for the pieces of the bag. So I placement line for bag, 0.8 with the ends open, because I want the ends open, every step with the ends open, because I want to be able to pull my zipper pull in. So I'm going to do left side only, placement line for bag with ends open, right side only. That gives me a chance to breathe and place them separately. If I put them both in at the same time, it just was too much to keep track of. Then I want candle wicking on both sides. Now in your Mastering IQ Designer book, Mike Johns does it as a zigzag. So you really could use zigzag or the candle wicking. And then I'm going to put the zipper pull in the center, and then I need to cross over the ends of the zipper so I don't end up pulling my zipper pull all the way off. Okay, so I first wrote down, and I'm just going to show you here, I kind of jotted that down on a scrap piece. I thought, okay, what do I need to do first? So that's how I plan one of these designs. Okay, so here, now I like using a mouse. We do sell the mouse. Oh, the other thing is, Steve has the most unbelievable deal for everybody this whole weekend. So it's going to go today, tomorrow, and Monday, right? I'll leave it on for tomorrow, then they could shop. So he is giving you 15% put back into your account to spend later the whole weekend. Now remember, shipping is $8. It's free at $75. So anything you order within a 12-hour period will be lumped together. So if your first order is only $30 and tomorrow's order is $45, as long as it's within, oh, no, I'm saying 12 hours, it's 24 hours. 24 hours. He gives you, like other places give them 2 hours, you know that. So Steve gives you 24 hours, and then you'll get free shipping on everything, as long as your orders total $75 or more. So I think you would be a really smart shopper if you would buy a lot. So, This is, they call it Black Friday because this is when the small businesses and the big businesses, after they've paid their rent and everything, this is the weekend where we go from our figures in the red to figures in the black, and so we appreciate it so much, all the orders that you're placing with us. We're so excited about the future here. We're getting our cameras figured out, and we're talking to someone about additional space so we could do live classes and do them virtual at the same time. So it's just, everything here is just looking up, and we're so excited. Right, Steve? Right.
Yes.
So I told them already, you're going to do the zipper.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay to cancel the current pattern? Yes, it's okay because I saved it. Okay, so I'm at the main screen, and the first thing I want to do is go to IQ Designer. Shapes. Go to Shapes. The square. Now, if somebody has a better idea on how to do this, you tell me. But I came to this. I would love an easier way that wasn't 95 shapes, but I think it's because I used that bigger zipper pull, and my foot hit it, popped it out of the hoop, moved everything, So, okay, so we're at Shapes, the square, which is 01, okay, size. Now, I'm going to make it bigger, 9 inch by 1.25 for the placement line for the zipper, okay? So we're going to go up here and change the size. So you could do that with your arrows, or you could go up to the keyboard, and so I want it to be 9 inches. Now remember, I only needed 8, but the 9 inches will give me room to slide my slider up. Oh, it's only going to give me an inch. I better make this first one 10 inches. Okay, so change your paper to 10 inch. So we're going to go height, and I'm going to jot that down too. And so I'll change that before I post it. Okay, so we're going to go 10 inch for the first one. Oh, I'm 910. Let's clear it. 10, set. And the width is the width of your zipper. So these zippers are 1.25 wide, 1 1/4, set, and placement line for the zipper. Okay, now erase the top and bottom. I didn't need to make it 10. I was okay at 9, so that won't make any difference. Erase the top and the bottom. All right, so okay to the size, then the eraser. And I'm just going to take the eraser. I'd like to click down and see how big the eraser is. And to me, the eraser's little. And also, I'd like to zoom in. I just do better. So I'm going up to the zoom. It's at 100%. I'm going to 200. Press pan and slide down till I see the top of the zipper or the top of the box. Press the eraser and go in. Now, since I made it 10, you don't even have to worry about being real exact there. It's just to give me a placement line for the zipper. Now I'm going to press pan and slide the picture up. So I click down on the picture and I slide that picture up till I see the bottom. Press the eraser and erase that bottom. So usually I have to be really careful when I erase, but you don't have to at this time. So okay. Line properties. That's how do I want the machine to sew this out. Let's go back to 100% so you can see the whole thing. So line properties is the piece of paper. Straight stitch. So you see 2 straight stitch. It always sews it double. Straight stitch, red, and okay. Line bucket. So right below your line is a bucket. Line bucket. Click on the lines, both of them, to turn them red. Okay. Now we're on step 13. We press next. This is where I tell it the stitch length. Now remember, this is just a placement line, so the stitch length doesn't matter at all. So I'm not worried that it only has one selected. I'm just going to go to set. Down at the bottom. Okay. Now I didn't save this, and I kind of said to myself, do I need this again? No, I don't. because I guess I could have saved it when it was a box and I could have shrunk it down. So you could have saved it, but I don't need it saved with the top and bottom erased because I'm not going to be able to use that again. So, okay, I'm not bothering to save. Now, so there's my placement lines for my zipper. Now, what do I need next? I need the tack down line for the zipper. So I decided I wanted that smaller. It can't be 1.25 because then it's not going to sew on the zipper. So I decided to make that 1 inch wide. So first thing I need to do is go back into IQ Designer. So first I need to press add. So step 16, I have it as just IQ Designer. So add the word add. So you're right here, add, then IQ Designer. The shapes. The square, size. Oh, okay, first okay. Then size, this time 9 inch by 1 inch. So go up, I'm going to go to the keyboard and go 9. Remember, you could just shrink it with your arrows and lengthen it with your arrows, but quicker is to go to the keyboard. So 9. Set, I put 99, clear, 9, set, and then 1 inch set. Okay, erase the ends again. I don't want those ends to close up because then I can't move the tab of the zipper. So go to the eraser, and here again, we don't have to be careful, so let's just click down and slide our eraser over it and get the top and the bottom. There, erase both ends. Okay. Line properties, straight stitch, and just to pick another color, I picked blue. Then okay. Next. Oh no, line bucket. Line bucket, that's step 26. Line bucket, click on both lines to turn them blue. Now, blue is kind of one of those colors that it's kind of hard to see it change from black to blue, but you can look up in this box up here and you can see the color blue, and they're both the same, so I know I clicked on both. Next, so down in the lower right-hand corner, next, and here again is that screen where we can tell it what stitch length. We're just tacking down the zipper, so the stitch length doesn't matter. So set, okay. This time I put in on step 31, add, then IQ Designer. So what am I doing now? So we've got the tack down on the zipper. We need to do the placement line for the bag pieces. Okay, and I put placement line for bag with ends open, left side only. Then we're going to go back and do the placement line for the bag pieces with the ends open, right side only. I'm really saying that with the ends open because it's a disaster if you don't leave the ends open. Okay, so we're going to go back into shapes, the square. Then we're going to switch to the next page at step 34, size. Okay, so first okay. Then size, right next to rotate, you'll see the word that makes it easy. Size, and let me see, 0.8 by 9. Now watch this. I go to the keypad, and I've got, okay, I want the height to be 9. So let's go to 9. Now, and set. And now I want this lower number to go to 0.8. I click on the point, and I get an error message. It won't let me go to 0.8. I can go to 8, but no 0.8. So I have to go to 1, set it, okay, then go to size again, and shrink that width down to 0.8. So I'm making it smaller because I want the pieces of the bag to cover the tack down line on the zipper. Remember so we're going to go down to 0.8. So here I am at 0.85. I'm watching this number. I'm only pressing the size where it looks like a rectangle with 2 arrows pointing in. And I'm going to keep clicking until it gets to 0.80. Okay, now I feel like I could go back and get this, and because I'm going to need it for one more step. This is going to be the tack down line for the left side. Then I'm going to need the tack down line for the right side, and I want that exact same size to be the candle wicking. So this time I know I'm going to need that rectangle again, so I'm putting it in memory and save on the machine. Now erase the ends. Okay, so we're going to go to the eraser and just swap off that end. You don't have to be real careful as long as you don't see any of that end. So I just hold my mouse down and slide it over. Now I'm going to need this again, right? So I'm going to say okay and memory, save on the machine. Okay, so I saved it both ways. Was the ends closed and the ends open? I wasn't sure what I would need them both for at that point, but I had an idea in my head. Okay, now line properties. Okay, so line properties, straight stitch. Okay, so line properties, straight stitch, green. Pick a bright green, not a dark green. Bright green. Okay, line bucket, click on the left side to turn it green. So we'll tack down the left side and we want the machine to stop. So that's why I'm going back to line properties. I'm picking straight stitch again, and this time a different color. I'm going to go with purple. Okay, because I want it to stop for a color change to give me a chance to position the right side. So we've got line bucket on. That's blue behind it, so I know it's on. Click on the right side to turn it purple, and okay. I put okay in there, and there's no okay. So, line bucket, purple, okay. Line bucket, click on the right side to turn it purple, then next. So I'm on step 53 now. Next. So this is our tack down for our sides of our bag, okay?
So there was a question I missed.
Okay.
That a couple people had asked.
Okay.
The question was, would it work if you did 0.8? It must have been a few steps ago.
I don't know. We'll have to try that.
Okay.
Okay, 0.8. I don't know. Somebody.
What are they referring to?
Okay, it wouldn't let me go to 0.8. I wanted 0.8, and so I
Okay.
had to go to 1, and then I had to go out and go to size again and shrink it to 0.8.
Okay.
Somebody, run to your machine and let us know if you go to size. Put just a square in and let us see if it'll let us go to 0.8. I bet they knew already the answer. I bet it's yes. But yeah, somebody, we'll give that a try. I'll try to remember. Okay. Okay. So here is where we tell it the stitch length. And again, I'm just tacking down my pieces of fabric. Okay. So I don't have to worry about the stitch length. And so I'm just going to click on set, turn it purple, next, then set. Okay. I already saved it. You know, I already have it saved as 2 separate pieces. Add IQ Designer. Now, why did I pick 0.8? Because I want to keep that fabric away from the zipper. So many times I have put in a zipper and the fabric is way too close to the zipper teeth and I can't zip my zipper easily. So I'm trying to keep the fabric far away from the teeth of the zippers. So that's okay. So now add IQ Designer. Then we're going to go to the pocket with the arrow pointing out. Oh, my 2 lines ran into each other. So step 57 should have been IQ Designer, and then the next step, pocket with the arrow pointing out. But I think you'll get the hang of it. So there's my pocket with the arrow pointing out. The 2 lines, the last one you put in. So if you give this a try, just make sure that you pick the last one you put in. Click on it, then OK. and then line properties. So I'm looking at this, and doesn't it look like it's a square? But it isn't. You can see it if you just click outside the box, and then now you can see that it's two separate lines. Okay, so now line properties, candle wicking, because I like candle wicking better than the satin stitch, but you can choose whatever one you want. So I went with candle wicking, and then pink, just because it's a color I haven't used yet, and okay. Line bucket, click on the lines to turn them pink, both of them. Click on both lines to turn them pink, then next. Okay, link, look, see how it only has a box around one. You need to link them together in order for both of them to be changed at once. Now we're going to go to the next page, and we are on step 68. Okay, we linked them together. Now the size is 0.160, and Steve and I like our candle wicking to be big. For one thing, we want it to cover the raw edges. So I like around 2.12, 2.16. Steve likes at least 2.1, 2.5, don't you?
Just a quarter inch.
Yeah. So, but I'm worried about the zipper pull and unzippering. I'm worried about them being too big. So I think I'm going to go to my 2.12. We'll get the zipper in, and then we'll look and decide.
Play it safe.
Play it safe. I'm playing it safe. Now, okay. Then the distance. So right now, oh, wouldn't you know, well, the right now the distance is 0.040. I want it really close together, so I just kind of put it to 0, and I've never done 0 before, so I said, you know what, I think I should have a little something in between. They will never overlap, so I went to 0.004. Okay, I've never done them that close, but I did notice that it doesn't it never overlaps, so I think we're safe. So I'm at 0.004, just so my candle wicking will definitely cover the raw edges of the fabric. So, okay. All right, now I need, okay, I did that. Okay, now set. I did okay. Now set. Okay. I didn't save this, but I don't really need to. Okay. Add IQ Designer. What do I need now? I need to put that zipper pull in the center, and then I need to close up the ends of the zipper, you know, so I don't unzip it and pull the zipper pull all the way off. So I went Add IQ Designer, Shapes. Now do I need, yeah, I need the shapes because I need the top. But remember, I saved the whole thing, so I can just go to the pocket with the arrow pointing out. Let's do shapes because that's where my directions are. But I could have gone up to the pocket with the arrow pointing out and picked the last rectangle, complete rectangle that I put in. But this is just easy enough. So we're going to go to shapes, pick the square again. Okay. Click on size. And I want it 8" by 1". I want that 8" because my fabric is 8". Okay, so I'm going to go to the keypad and go 8" for the length and 1" set. Then 1" for the width, just because I really don't need it any wider than 1. I just need to close up those teeth. So I just said 1". That'll be fine. Then set. Okay, now I need to erase the size. So let's pick our our eraser, and then let's get rid of the sides. And you can, the easiest way is kind of break the line in all 4 places. Break the line. Now remember, I'm not worried about how much of that I'm cutting off, because right now it's 1 inch wide. That's plenty wide. So, okay. Then I can click my select tool. That's down at the bottom. It's the dotted square. Click on that. I love the magic wand. And then I just want these 2 ends to be there. So I'm going to click on the line and cut. I must have broken the line again. So I've got a little piece right there. Cut. Here. Cut. Okay. Now close up my selecting, close it, and now line properties, straight stitch, orange, just because I haven't used orange yet, orange and OK. Line bucket, click on each line to turn both of them orange. Okay, next. Set, here's where I tell it the stitch length. The default stitch length is fine. So set, OK. I'm all the way in embroidery right now. So let's go memory, save on the machine. Okay. And then let's just double check while we're here that we have everything we need. So we have the placement line for the zipper. We have the tack down line for the zipper. Okay, we have the placement line for the right and left sides of the bag. It's on the same screen. We have the candle wicking. And then this bottom one, it's really hard to see it, but that closes up the top and the bottom of the zipper. Okay, are we ready to sew? I think we're ready to sew. Okay, so, all right. So my first thing is, so I'm going to go to embroidery. And
Somebody commented you forgot to link the short lines.
link the short lines. Well, I don't have to link them because I went with the default. So both of them were at 0.080. So I didn't have to link them. The stitch length didn't matter for that one. Okay, now here is my zipper. So I have my zipper, okay, and I have a pin at the top. I know it's risky, but so I could probably tape the top. If that pin falls out, it's dangerous.
Stitch it too.
Stitch it, yeah. So I could just stitch that on my sewing machine, right? So you want to make sure that you put in a brand new 9014 embroidery needle. Did I do that? No. Well, I haven't done it since I already sewed through a zipper and I crashed. You know what? I better put in a new zipper because remember I crashed and that might have made the needle bend slightly. So I think I better put in a needle and I have them handy all the time, because I buy them 5 packs at a time. That's another item they should stock up on. Wow. So anything you search for, you can buy this weekend. So you'd be smart shoppers. Now, I forgot I was getting all these Black Friday specials yesterday, and I kept thinking, oh, they'll offer that tomorrow. No, they didn't. They're not small businesses. So, but we are going to give it to you the whole weekend, right? Right? Steve says right. Okay, so I have my new needle there. I'm just going to get I always have my screwdriver handy. And why isn't it? Oh, there we go. Okay. That one, my new. And I think I'm going to grab my water there.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Remember I was coughing when I used to do these videos? That's because I needed a drink of water. I thought I was deathly ill, didn't I, Steve?
Yes.
I even went to see a doctor. I did. And here, all it was I needed a drink
You're
of
allowed
water.
to have water.
I'm allowed to have water. That's all. No. Okay, so I'm checking to make sure that, and I like to have my foot down. Just, it gives me more room. Okay. And remember my tip yesterday, if you're, I hear people say, oh, my machine will not thread Kingstar. It wasn't threading my Kingstar at home. I put in a brand new needle, and from then on, it threaded my Kingstar. So that's just a sign that maybe your needle is slightly bent. I never really yank on the screws, but I just give them just a little turn to make sure that it's in. Okay, I'm going to rethread the whole thing because most of the time when I thread it, I have bumped that thread. I'm looking up here. My foot is down. Raise my foot so the door is open. Here. And I hold it taut So I'm sure that it's deep seated into the tension discs, and then I press the needle threader, and there we go. Okay, so we're ready to sew, so I'm just gonna stitch the placement line. Now, has anybody had any suggestions? Oh, I have sew and wash. And the only reason why I did that is I don't want to have to be really careful about trimming away the excess. And I thought, I didn't want a hunk of no-show to be on the back of my zipper, and I'd have to carefully trim it away.
So you suggested to keep the zipper together, I think, use paper tape?
Yes, and I do have paper tape right here. That's a good idea. Okay, so we'll do that while it's sewing. And notice my machine is sewing really slow, and that's it. I slowed the speed way down. I think I'm going to go in and go faster. Okay, it's going to jump over, but as soon as I touch my screen, it stops the machine, and I press it again, and then I'm going to go to the speed, which is on page 8 of 12, and I'm going to go up to the full speed. Just for certain steps, I may decide I want to be careful and go down to a slower speed. Okay, so there, I changed my speed, so I'm going to press start again.
Can you show me the speed, where the speed is in the menu again?
Okay, so as soon as you touch your screen, your machine stops sewing. I'm pressing the settings button. It looks like a piece of paper. So settings, and it's page 8 of 12. It's the first page that comes up when you open up your settings when you're in embroidery. So here's max embroidery speed. I press that. You know, when you first go to a baby lock with these high speeds, and you come from a machine that's, 10, 15 years old, it's like, it's so surprising how fast it is that I've had a lot of people say they like to slow it down. And then once they get used to the new machine, then they speed it back up. But I wanted to be careful when I was positioning my zipper. So I went down to 400, but right now I want to be at high speed. And then, okay, takes us back. And then I could just press my start button again and it will sew it. So this was a great idea, to take your paper tape and just tape that together. Yeah, you don't have to worry about hitting a pin and crashing. There we go. Okay, all right. So my next step is to position. So I'm going to zip up my zipper. Okay, I'm going to position. I want that zipper pull to be off, not near where I'm sewing, because you can imagine what happened when I was even trying to go real slow, but when it advanced to go to the next step, it zips up there, caught on that zipper pull. And now another thing, if you feel safer doing it, I really like having my Bianni's tape handy, and I don't have to tape the whole thing. So there it is. I'll just have a piece of this just to give me peace of mind, right? So I'm going to cut a piece of this, and we're going to take our zipper, and I want to put this far from where I'm going to sew. So I'm going to put it right at the edge. Okay, but you can sew through it, and it doesn't gum up your needle. We'll be witness to that, because I have a feeling it is going to sew on this a little bit. So I'm putting it right on the edge, pressing down as we go. Annie was at Quilt Market. Her booth was unbelievably busy, so I didn't get to come near her, but she was demoing, and everybody loves her product. So this is a Bianni product. She does the bag making. We love all of her bags. We love all of Sally Tomato. We really like Sally Tomato too. So, and our Tiffany has gotten us into bag making, and everybody is really enjoying it. Okay, so here I pressed it down, finger pressed it down, and then now I just bumped this. Look what I just did. So I'm going to take that and just gently pull on it. Okay, there, I'm good now. Okay, I'm going to peel off the paper, and it's going to leave the sticky tape behind. And then, so I just did it to one side, and I'm gonna slide it under and position it right on that line. So I'm just double checking that it's even, okay? So I want to make sure that my zipper is in the center. Okay, so let's peek here. So if I just kind of shimmy it a little bit, I think I'm fine. Okay, so now it's gonna tack down my zipper. Tack down the zipper. Okay, I did speed it up, so this time you'll see. I worry a little bit though, because look at how my foot is lower than my feed teeth at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna, it's gonna sew that strip twice. So we're okay. I wonder if I should have done it 2 colors and then it would have stopped. So I'm gonna stop it there. I'm a little worried. Are you worried, Steve? I think I better, because look at that. It might catch there as it's going over. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm gonna go here. I stopped it. I probably should have done this step as 2 different colors, because then it would have stopped, lifted the foot, and then jumped over. And this, so here I need to lift my foot. Okay, lift my foot, press my plus minus button, and advance up until it jumps over to the other side. So that's 1, 2, it's tying there. So then I'm safe. Now I can lower my foot down again and sew. Because these zippers have the larger teeth. See, your machine automatically adjusts the height, but it doesn't know I have those feed teeth there. I still have my metallic thread in my bobbin. I'm kind of wasting it, aren't I? Okay, so there, I tack down. Okay, now I need to place my fabric, and here's my fabric. And now, you get this, these are squares now. So yesterday we made the 8-inch by 16-inch piece, and so I want this pattern to kind of match, don't I? So I don't want to go like that. Oh, it's like, is it matching anyhow? It is, it's matching anyhow. Okay, so I'm going to take the clean edge. So here's me. It's a mess because I started sewing in the zipper and it crashed. Okay, so I want to place my fabric just beyond this line. Okay, and so I want Bianni's tape on again, so it'll hold it there for me. So I'm going to take another piece, and I got to find where it starts. That's sometimes the hardest thing. There it is. Okay. This is miracle tape because it's so tacky, so I use it all the time. There, see, it's really sticky. So I want to place it. I'm going to put my tape right on where the zipper goes. So right to the right of the stitching line on this side, and maybe I'll do the other side at the same time. Okay, got it. So I'm pressing. Okay, and then I'm going to peel up, making sure. Okay, it's not sticking. So let's try again. And there it's sticking that time. So I just needed to press down a little bit. Okay, oop, it's pulling up. There. Very tacky. Okay, so what side do I want? I thought I was going to want the dark gray, but I like this side better. I can see my candle wicking. So let's look over. So I've got that messy side, and that's the one that's supposed to match. I'm just going to see how I have threads hanging, and that's only because I crashed and I had to rip it out. So don't feel, sometimes you feel like you're not capable because you have to rip out. But I learned long ago that all these very experienced sewers, they all have their favorite seam ripper. And so that taught me that they all crash once in a while. Okay, so I'm going to position it. Now when I do my other side, I'm going to want to match that at the bottom, but I think we'll be okay. All right, so now wait a minute. What side is it going to sew? I did the wrong side. So let's do the other side at the same time. Okay, so it's going to sew the left side first because I can see. How do I know? Because my cursor is on the left side. Okay, so here I'm going to get my tape again. I put it kind of in the seam allowance there. I guess the steps to do this. Now I know as we do it more and more, we'll come up with even easier ways, right? So if anybody comes up with easier ways, post a picture of what you've done on Facebook, on our group. We love looking at those. And guess what? The people who post the pictures love getting likes. They love getting shares. They love getting comments. So please, when you see a picture, like it and comment, because it's fun. It's fun to post your picture and you check and you see, oh, I had 60 likes. I wonder how many I have today. Oh, I have 90 likes. Wow, this time I got 140 likes. It just makes the whole thing fun. Okay, so I think it's not sticking. I'm going to really push on that, but maybe I'll need to pull it from the other side. So I stuck that one down. I better make sure. Okay, and peel that up. See if it's separating. I think it is this time. Okay, so you will have trouble a little bit. It just means that you need to push it down and then try again. Okay, so I want to make sure this is going to line up. So I'm going to stand up. Now see, I still have frayed edges there. I'm just going to get my scissors in there and snip. Okay. Now remember, this is my bobbin thread. It is. This is the bobbin side. And look at how good it looks. Okay, so I'm going to line these up and just pull them straight over. And I don't want to see the blue line. I want to just be covering that blue line. Because what I'm going for is I want my candle wicking stitch to hang off the edge. You think I'm okay? I'm okay. All right. Okay, so we are going to press start. Okay. There, let me see if I'm worried here. Wait. Oh, that's the placement line for these. Let's just go ahead and sew them. This was the placement line for the, I'm going to stop there. So here, I told you the wrong thing. Yes, who caught that? They should get a star for the day. I'm so glad, because that means they're really watching. Okay, that's very good. We had a customer come in, Deb Mazza, and she has been buying machines for me forever, but she was going for a position as a teacher, and she told me 24 years ago that, so that, is it telling me it's done? Okay, so let's see. And so it's going to do, here's placement line. So I guess I'm missing a step, but we're going to go back. I'm thinking I'm missing a step. I needed placement line and tack down line. And I think I only have the placement line. Let's show them how to fix that in embroidery, right? I can go into embroidery. Okay, so let's see. Is it going to do the candle wicking? Yes. So I need to go back. Okay, to step 4. I'm still in my plus minus, but let me get out of there so you can see. I'm going to press plus minus at the bottom, and I'm going to go back to step 4. Okay, now that is showing me, and go back to step 3. Okay, so I needed that again. I only put it in once. Okay, so here I'm going to position. I still have the sticky tape down. So I'm going to position my fabric to just cover that line. I feel like I'm a little too small down there. So I'm just covering the line because I'm hoping that my candle wicking will cover the edge, okay? Then we are going to go here and make sure that we match, and I still have a thread hanging here, so I'm going to snip that. And again, that's only because I tried putting in the zipper, and I'm going to stand up to make sure that it matches. So there. Okay, I'm looking good. I'm just over the line. Okay, because my goal is for it to sew the candle wicking over the edge. I hope I don't regret that. And okay, so here it is going to do the tack down. Okay, and I'm a little bit worried because is that foot going to go too low? So I'm staying with it. I think I'm going to be all right because the tape is holding it down. So I'm okay. But I was worried that the foot would catch it and go under it. Now it looks like here I didn't have it. See how it's not sewing on there? So I must have had it on there crooked, but I think I'm going to be okay because the candle wicking's going to cover it. Okay, there. And now it's going to jump over to the other side and stitch. So I just wanted it to catch. Oh, see, I did crash. Okay, so stop there. How do I get out of this? Okay, now I caught it early enough. Okay, so I need to have my squeezy snips nearby. So I'm going to go get those. Okay, right here. Okay, now I might have caught it soon enough that I can get out of this, but I might not have. Okay, I'm a little worried about lifting the foot because it might pull on my stabilizer. But I'm going to peel that forward, see if I can find a stitch. And let's say you can't. Let's say it's sewed 25 stitches, right? So you need to take off the foot, okay? So I'm going to raise my foot. I hope it doesn't pull up on my zipper and pop it out of the hoop, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, pull up. I think I'm going to be okay. It just lifted a little bit, but I want to take off my foot so it doesn't pull on it anymore. So we've all had this happen. I'm thinking I need to, or maybe I could get Steve to loosen the screw from that angle. I'm taking off the foot. I have done this at least 100 times. Okay, now I should have sewn slower. I should have held in my button. We'll do that way. So we loosen the screw and we're going to take off the foot. This is when you crash. Okay, so now I'll take off the hoop. And just gently, oh, look at, see, I've got my needle stuck there, so just be real careful. Pull it. Let's try to lift that needle up a little higher. Oh, I bumped the camera. Okay, so I'm going to swing this around. I'm watching my needle the whole time. Swing it around, get my squeezy snips, and now I should be able to pull it out. Okay, now I put my foot back on. So here. Oh, and I took the screw the whole way out. And what did I do with the screw? Oh, oh, right there, it rolled over here. See, so how many people have this happen to? Where you get it caught when you're doing the edge to edge, but now see that your baby lock, your Solaris has the edge to edge. Can you start that screw for me? I'm just afraid if I bend my head over, I'm going to be blocking their view. So see if you can get in from the right angle. Probably not, huh? You got it. Steve got it. Okay, so now I'm going to put my foot back on. So I never forget the first time that I did this to Steve. What was it that we messed up, and all of a sudden the machine made a noise. Do you remember that time? And it was like, oh, what was that noise? And Steve's looking at me like, what are you? And I thought, you know what? That's what happens to people.
It's a learning opportunity.
Learning opportunity. So I just turn in that as hard as I can because I can't get it. But normally I would get my screwdriver in there and just give it one little tug. Okay. Now I'm going to put it back on. Okay. Now I could have taped down that edge. Okay, but I'm going to show you sewing really slow.
So those feet, if you get in a real jam, and the foot bends, it's designed to bend instead of hurting the internal components of the machine. So don't be too afraid if you've gotten such a jam and actually if you walked away and you came back and it's
really bad.
Really bad and the foot is bent, that's no big deal. You just toss that foot out, get a new foot. We sell replacements because of that reason, because it's designed to bend and not hurt the internal workings of the machine.
Breaking bending the needle bar, bending something that would be an expensive repair. So that's designed that way. Same thing, the bobbin case. It is designed to be the part that fails so that more expensive parts don't fail. That's why we have so few repairs with Baby Lock. You know, most of the time, right, we tell people, try another bobbin case. And that ends up fixing the machine. I love that. I love that. We've carried every brand, and the Baby Lock is the most trouble-free, easy to work with. Zach is going to do a lesson on troubleshooting because he said often he is on the phone with the customers telling them things to try before they bring it in, and most of the time it fixes their machine. Yeah, isn't that wonderful? Okay, so I'm going to back up a little bit. So I'm in the plus minus. I'm going to go back just, how many stitches did I sew? I probably sewed 10. There. Okay, now this time I'm going to go really slow. So I'm going to hold my foot down. Oh, stop. So I pressed it. Stop. Lift the foot. Tuck that under. Okay, now I'm safe. As soon as it's tucked under the foot, I am safe. It's just tacking down a little bit. Once it's tacked down, it won't lift again. I shouldn't say that.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't, yes. And I don't know where I'm getting. Okay, let's see. Okay. Now, okay. So now, start to sew the candle wicking. I'm not worried about, but I am worried about that chunk of fabric right there. I'm worried that it's not going to cover that, right? So I could try to snip it, but I think I should, you know, because I laid it down a little crooked, so I'm just going to slide it off, and I hope I don't keep you guys too long, but I know this, you know, when you see that we end up with beautiful projects, even though we have trouble. You'll see this. We go through the same thing you do, and we just keep going. We fix it, and we keep going. So pretend like I did it good. But I would work at that a little bit more and fix it. Okay, there. Oh, look at this. I'm running into my zipper pull right there. Okay, so here. Now it's going to start the candle wicking up there, but it's not going to catch under the fabric because it's already been sewn down. Did you notice I'm still a little scared?
Could you use a small zigzag?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, to tack down. That would be a good idea because then it would finish those edges. It would. Now here's my point 0.212, so a little under a 1/4 inch. I've got King Star metallic thread in. Now, wouldn't you be afraid to do that? But, you know, our Baby Locks are wonderful. If your metallic thread or any thread breaks, it usually means it's time for a new needle. Also, your thread can break because your fabric is bouncing in the hoop. It's covering the edge, Steve, so it's looking good. All right, so we'll just we'll show some products, or do you want to show, well, how about we show some products, Then we go to you putting a zipper in on the serger. Are
Sure.
you ready to do that?
I did it once, so I'm ready to go.
He learned it. He watched a video, and then he learned how to do it, and he tried it, and it worked. So he is ready
See
to
if
go.
we can do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that then? Yeah, demo
Yeah,
your
we can do
serger.
that. Sure.
Okay. Okay. But I'm loving what it's looking like, aren't you? I love it. I love the fancy fill. I love the candle wicking. I think it's really pretty. I love the metallic thread. So we're using everything here. It's looking great.
There's these 2 questions here. If you want to read
Okay,
these and
I'll go
see.
read the questions. Okay. All right. So, yesterday you showed touching the round button to tie and cut when in the middle of the embroidery. Oh, yeah, maybe I could have. Something
Mine
about
just
moving to
ties,
another.
no cut. I really like that.
Yeah, so I'm reading yesterday. Is there a setting to make that happen? Mine just ties, no cut. So,
What machine do you have, Judy?
Yeah, what? So,
And then the other question is about the bobbin sensor. Kicking on, it says your bobbin's low. You can just
turn it off.
You can turn it off,
Joni does that all the time.
or
She
you
does.
just cancel the message and just start the machine again.
Yeah, and it'll
And
show
it'll
like another inch,
yeah,
though.
so you gotta turn
But
it off, right?
If you have a long way to go. Okay, let's see. It's going to jump over. Okay, jump over. Okay, but it's already sewn down, so I don't have to worry. I do have threads hanging, but I'll just cut those later. So before it starts the candle wicking, it does tack down. Okay, it's looking really, really good. So these are, so sometime this week, you've got to tune in every day. Sometime this week, we're going to sew this triangle bag together. So you could use this to make pouches, but I really like the look of a triangle bag. So, okay, it's looking good. I like it. Okay. Okay, now Steve is going to show you how to put in a zipper on the serger. So,
Sure. Hi everyone. So this is our Baby Lock Triumph. This is a cover stitch and overlock machine. It's one of our favorite sergers. It is the top of the line serger, and we do have specials going on right now. So if you don't have one, now's a good time to get one for Christmas. But we're going to start by putting a zipper in with the serger. We're going to use the P5 foot. The P5 foot came in the foot kit. And let's open up our foot kit here. It's not called the P5 foot on the packaging. It is called the cording foot 5mm. So this is the little tag here. Right there. And this is the foot. It has P5 on it. The thing about this foot is it has this groove in the bottom that you can channel your zipper on, and it'll stay right. Your zipper teeth will stay right in there when you go to sew it on. So let's put this back. Now, when you're working with the Baby Lock sergers, the ones that do not have tension knobs come with this chart. And the thing about our sergers is once you get comfortable reading this chart and setting up the different stitches, you can set it up for any of these stitches and have success. If there's something that doesn't turn out right, it simply means we just didn't set it up right. So just try again, unthread, and just try rethreading. You can thread in any order. So we have it threaded up for the 4th thread overlock. Should I thread it again for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case they don't own a baby lock, because it's going to make them want a baby lock really bad.
Let's see. Oh,
Okay.
where's scissors? Oh, I'll take these scissors here.
Okay.
So you can, if you're switching between different stitches, you can try to leave threads in. Oftentimes I'll just cut everything because it's just easier. It's just easy to thread, really easy to thread this machine. So I clipped all the threads up top. I'm going to go ahead and lift that foot up. I'm going to open my doors here. I'm going to take these threads and just pull them forward from the looper threads. I'm going to take the needle threads and just pull those forward. So, and then you grab the tail and just pull that out. Oh, and if it gets stuck on you, just turn the handle as you go. Oh. Clip this. There we go. Now, if you ever forget, like, how to thread your machine, if it's been a little while since you've used it, on the base of the machine right here, when you open this door, it tells you exactly what to do. So we're going to be threading the loopers. So number 1 says raise the presser foot. I'm going to raise the presser foot up. Next step is to engage the threading lever to the threading position. So this is our threading lever. It's in serging. We want to go down to threading. Turn the hand wheel to engage the tubing. So we're going to turn.
Unplug myself. Let's see if it pops back up.
It should.
Yeah. There we go. We're back.
Okay. So we put it down to threading. We're just going to turn the hand wheel until you hear it lock. And it locks these tubes right down here. And that's what allows the thread to travel through our loopers. So the card for the 4 thread overlock, it's going to use 2 needles, overlock needle 1 and 2, and 4 threads. So I'm going to first thread the upper looper here. You're going to snap down in this thread guide here, and you're going to come straight down and pull about 18 inches. You're going to take that thread and you're going to put it in the upper looper threading port. So just tuck that in there and then press your button. And here it is. It came out right here. So I'll take that thread and you can just take it out the back of the machine. There it is. The nice thing about the Triumph is you have this throat space where you're able to work with garments and get things through here. A lot of sergers only have like a 1-inch throat space. The Triumph has a 5-inch throat space, which is really nice. You can even get your hand through there. So we did the upper looper. Let's do our lower looper. It snaps down in this thread guide. We're going to come straight down. Pull about 18 inches. And this one's the lower looper, so it's going to go in the L. You just want to put the thread in there, maybe a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. Just bump it in with your finger. Press your button here. It's going to come out on your lower looper. This one, you can just cut to the length of the machine and just leave it hang there. So next is our needles. So I'm going to do needle 2. It's the one on the right. Again, you snap down in that thread guide, come straight down. You're going to catch this thread guide. There's a thread guide here. Go up and over, and then you're going to pull your thread. And I like to cut it just about the length of the machine here to thread the needles. To thread the needle, I'm going to put the foot down to give us more space. I like to do the needles one at a time. You can do them both at the same time. This lever on the left-hand side here, you push that down to engage the air threading needles. So air threading loopers and air threading needles. You just hold the thread down by the eye of the needle and press this button. It's just going to suck the thread into that eye of the needle. You take your lever here, just push that up, and the thread is attached right there, and the needle is threaded. Amazing, right?
Then the crowd cheers.
And the crowd cheers, yes. Yes. I'm going to lift that foot back up. We're going to take our overlock needle 1. We're going to snap it in that thread guide, come straight down. Catch your thread guides here. Underneath this elbow, up and over. We're going to take that thread, cut it about the length of the machine. I'm going to lower my foot. We're going to engage our needle threader. We're going to take that thread, hold it down just by the eye of the needle, press this button. Cut. There it is. And just pull that through. And our machine is all threaded to go. We have both loopers threaded, both needles threaded. Let's look at our chart and see what we have to do next. So reading along for our 4-thread overlock, we want our length to be between 2.5 and 4.0. For this, the length is our lower knob here. It's this, and it's set on 2.5, so I'm going to leave it right there. The next setting on this card is our width setting, and it says 6.5 to 7.5. So I'm going to go somewhere right in the middle. I'm going to go 7. And then the next step is stitch selector A. This is our stitch selector here. So D is all the way down, A is all the way up. So that's what we want. We have our, and then along the bottom row, sometimes you don't change these if you're doing the overlock stitches, but upper looper, we want that up. We want our blade up. It says you want your knife cover. We're using the new cover stitch table. And then our subsidiary looper is to the right, so we don't have to mess with that. And these, I have all those set that way. And that's these here. So this is the looper switch. If you're doing like a tooth or a cover stitch, you need to put that upper looper down. That's how you disengage the upper looper. This is the knife to disengage the knife. So when you turn it, it says lock. And then when you undo it, it doesn't say anything, it's just blank. But then you have to turn the hand wheel. Oh, let's go back to serging. You have to turn the hand wheel once to get that blade to come back into play for you. So I think we're ready to go. So we'll close up our doors. We'll put this back on. Close up our doors. And the nice thing, if you left this down in threading and you go to close that door and you're like, why won't my door close? Oh, it's because I forgot to put it back to serging. So the machine kind of helps you out that way too. The last thing on the right here is our differential feed. Most of the time we keep it on neutral. We don't have to change it very often. If you're trying to gather your fabric, you do want it all the way up, but an easy way to know you're in neutral is if you just click it all the way down, 2 clicks up. So all the way down and then 2 clicks up, 1, 2, and then you know you're in neutral there. So let's just run on a piece of fabric here just to test our stitches. Perfect, right? It's a balanced stitch. The lower looper and the upper looper meet right on the edge of the fabric. There's no loops hanging over the edge. The needle threads look tight and nice. And any thread you put in a baby lock serger, you can achieve that stitch. Whether it's a thick thread or a thin thread, the machine figures out the tension for you. So that stitch looks good. So let's look at putting in a zipper now. So here's our piece of fabric that we're working with that we're going to attach our zipper to. And then this is our zipper. You want the zipper to be about 2 inches longer on each side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my zipper all the way up. And this would be the, let's go this way. Nope. This one goes, we want the teeth to be towards, so we want it to go this way. There we go. Nope, that's not right either.
So what are you thinking, Steve?
Just,
Talk us through
let's see. Okay, so
Yeah.
the teeth need to
'Cause
be.
this
Oh
is
no,
where
this
I
is
get
right.
mixed
Okay,
up.
so this
Okay.
is right. So you want
I
want to
see.
take your zipper, open it all the way up, flip it upside down, and you're going to take this right side because you want the teeth to be away from this cut edge. So you're going to lay that
Okay.
down.
So
like
it's the
that.
right side facing down of the
Yes.
zipper. Right side facing down.
Yep. Right by, so the teeth are down and the teeth are towards the inside because you're going to trim and you're going to serge this edge here. Okay? So let's go over to our serger. So I'm going to lift the foot up. And then I know when I'm working with, when I practiced this once before, I want to move that blade all the way over to 7.5. I want to increase that so it cuts off less because I want it because if you move it down to like 6 or 6.5, it's going to cut off a little too much than I want. So I'm going to leave about 2 inches at the top, 2 inches at the bottom, and the teeth are face down on this piece of fabric here. So you want to see, the groove is right in the middle here. So you kind of want to just get your zipper groove right in there.
And what did you do with the stitch width? Did you change that?
Stitch width, I changed it to 7.5.
As far as
As
wide
big
as it'll go.
As wide as it'll go, as
Okay.
big as it'll go. Yep. So we're going to lay our foot down there. And we're going to keep the edge of our zipper on the edge of our fabric. So once you get that zipper underneath that that channel there, it's going to ride. You just want to go it slow. And then, so we're at the edge of our fabric there, and you still have this extra here. So you want to continue sewing till you get the needles off the fabric that are just in the zipper now. And you're going to take your zipper and you're going to pull it and sew off the edge.
Lynette just said she doesn't ever cut her zipper tape sides because they will ravel with use. But I think because we have that larger zipper, right?
Yeah.
Do you have the larger zipper pull on yours?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why there's no way around cutting
Yeah.
that, right? I
So
don't think.
let's turn our iron on here. Let's let that heat up for a second. And then attaching the other side of the zipper.
Yes.
It's to this side here. So we did this side, and now this zipper has to go on this side here. So to do that, what I like to do, what I kind of figured out, is I'm going to close my zipper up, and I'm going to trim these tails just so they're out of the way for us a little bit here. Trim this one. There we go. And you want to bring this over. With the zipper closed, you know where the teeth are lined up correctly. So what I've done is I've just laid this down, and I'm just going to take a friction pen, and I'm going to mark right where I want the edge of the fabric to be on the top and bottom of my zipper. Now we can open our zipper back up. We're going to take this, come over here. Now this time, you have to sew from the bottom up. You have to flip it and sew this way. So that's why it's kind of nice to mark where that is. So we want that to be lined up right there. You could throw a pin in this if you wanted to hold it there. I'm just going to try to go without it here. So I'm going to line this up right there. And
could they have taped that in place? Would that have caused any problems?
No, definitely. You definitely could have taped it, I feel
Okay,
like,
good.
yeah. So I've got the zipper pull back there. I've got my teeth of the zipper in that groove, and the edge of where I put that mark on is on the edge of the fabric. So I'm just going to start sewing here. Oops. I pulled it out. Let's try again here. So we're just going to sew off the edge. So my fabric didn't cut. I didn't get the fabric in far enough. So we're going
Didn't cut the zipper, but the fabric kind of moved aside.
So that's okay. We're going to do it again. So we're going to take this over. We're going to just line that up again. I can still see where my mark is. I'm going to trim that. Get that in there.
They want you to share the video that you watched that helped you. Was it a baby lock video?
I'll find one we can share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's line that up there. There we go.
How do you know you're in the right spot? Do you have your marking with your
I have my
friction pen,
green
right?
mark right on the edge of my fabric there.
Okay. Ginger says, scoot the fabric back closer to the needle. Is that what you did this time?
I think so.
Scooted it back? Okay. Well, it caught it, so you're doing good.
And our green mark, it looks like it's lining up down here on this end. That's where we want it to be. And then once you get through the fabric, you do have that metal tab on the end of that zipper, so you just want to make sure you hold that out of the way and just sew off the edge here. There we go.
Oh, that's right. If you had taped it with the Annie's tape, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So you should use Annie's tape.
Yep.
Now, Kathy says that Deb Canham has videos on zipper insertion. So is she on YouTube, Kathy, or do you have to catch her videos on Facebook? Both. She said both. Deb Canham is on YouTube and on Facebook. She's great. She is.
Yeah, she's a neat lady.
Oh, she has a group for Serger owners. So go join Deb Canham, Canham. Wow, let's see. Oh my goodness. Wow, I gotta look. Okay. Wow, that does look really good.
So my ends are pulled away a little, so you want to, like, I guess start back here and get a longer zipper so that doesn't happen to you. But the middle is really nice. Just
really
right for those
nice.
teeth. Yep.
Make that pouch just a little smaller. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay, I'm on my next step here, and I didn't want to do anything without them. Okay. Okay, so it's getting ready to sew again. Trying to wake it up. Okay, so I'm at the point where I need to pull my zipper. I'm going to take my zipper and pull it. Okay, just anywhere inside. And then it's going to sew the ends now. I'm a little worried because remember when I crashed? When you crash, I could have bent my needle. So if the needle breaks, we'll know it's bent, but it's got to sew through the feed teeth. So, whoops. Yep. Okay, there. Oh, I was worried too about it going up and over too, but it's okay. Now, I'm worried here. Stop. I'm not going to let it. Okay, I'm all right. Okay, you saw how close it came to that, but the foot was up, so I'm all right. Okay, so here. So 2 ways to put in the zipper. This is fun. Once you get it all set up, make a whole bunch of bags. Save it. Now, of course, when you sew the triangle bag the rest of the way, which we're going to show this week, and but look at how good my zipper looks. Looks very good. pretty stitches. Mike Johns in your Mastering IQ Designer book, he did satin stitch. I'm seeing a little bit of fuzzies here, but I really do think it's because I put the zipper in and I had to rip it out. I should have trimmed that edge clean before I did it, and then I would have been all right. But there we are. We've got a beautiful zipper sewn in with candle wicking stitches. So I love it. All right, I'm going to come back to the desk. And is the first item the Mastering IQ Designer?
Sure, we can do that.
Now, we have one copy up here, and you can see how often we have gone to this book. So I didn't do his whole project. All I wanted was to see how he did a zipper. So there's so many techniques in here that you're going to refer to this book often. It's really well worth it if you want to learn IQ Designer. So it is Mastering IQ Designer. There's I think they said 21 different projects to make in it. We've done a bunch of them. I want to do, so there is, there's Patty's banner there, Steve. So let's show them the banner. There it is.
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm. I think I have to fluff up her ribbon, but it's, yeah, Patty. Patty came and demoed this for us. And so that is in the book. Now, they put an initial in, and Patty's the one that put this split initial in and put the last name in the middle, so that was really neat. So this is a great book. It really does help you. They list the steps, and they show you a picture of the button that you press. So if you don't know the name of a button, you'll just look beside it, and it shows you, like here it says, press the home key, and it has a little picture of the home key. So this is a great book. Now remember, I'm whispering because it's a secret.
No, it's not.
No, it's not a secret. So all this weekend, Steve is giving you 15% of what you buy put back into your account to spend later. So we want to show our appreciation. We're a small business. We're growing larger. How many employees do you have and you're still considered small? I think it's under 50. So we've got a way to go because we got 20. But because of all of you, we've grown from 6 employees at the start of doing these online lessons 3 years ago, and now we have 20 employees.
You should just be a half dozen of us.
Yeah, half dozen, and we were trying to do it all, and it's absolutely wonderful. We love every minute of it. We love how busy we are. Everybody that works here is really happy, right? So thank you all so much for supporting us. Now, the next product is this it? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is the new fusible fleece on a roll. So single-sided fusible fleece on a roll. It is, I think it's 12 inches. Yeah, 12 inches, which is perfect. It is the width of your hoop. So if you ever want to put fusible fleece inside one of your embroidery designs, this is perfect. And it's 15 yards on the roll. So okay, so I love it. It's a real nice thickness, and the fusing is like heavier too, so it's real nice to use. Okay.
So pretend you have 2 rolls in your hand.
2 rolls in my hand. So
yes. Pretend
like I have 2. So this has been our go-to. So this one is 12 inch. This one is 20 inch. So this is Baby Locks, ultra soft fusible. We have used it and used it and used it. It is only Baby Lock has this. It's wonderful, and it's single-sided fusible, and it is 20 inches by 5 yards.
That's the bulk pack. You get 2.
Oh, 2. I'm pretending like I'm holding 2. Okay. Yeah, so you get 2 of those because we use it all the time. Okay.
Eliminates puckering.
Oh, yes, it does. Eliminates puckering, gives it a little more body, gives a little bit of puffiness, but it totally eliminates puckering.
Now you have 1 roll in your hand.
Now I have 1 roll in my hand. Okay, and so if you want to give it a try, those of you that have used it, I say if you're down to your last roll, if you're opening your last roll, you better get 2 more on order because you don't want to get slowed down without having a supply in your hands. So when do you see the triangle bag? Joni is still not feeling good. She just caught a terrible cold. and so she's been off this week. So I want her to set up the machine for the belt loops again, because I want a belt loop inside with our triangle bag. So you're using Serger techniques along with IQ Designer, and really getting a lot of use out of your machines at this time of year. It's the perfect little bag to put like a gift card in or a present in. So single roll, ultra soft fusible. This is brought to us by Baby Lock. They have so many talented people that work for them. They're a wonderful, wonderful company. And we say this is a miracle, this ultra soft fusible. Okay. Now,
back by popular demand.
You're right, back by popular demand. This is the cutest towel to decorate for Christmas. So here, Kathy used the Purely Gates embroidery design. Make sure you search. Get everything you ever wanted. You're saving so much money. But this was from Purely Gates, her Christmas collection, her holiday collection, and so we put it on. So this is what the towel looks like, and it's got this cute border.
They want to see the finished triangle bag. We don't have a finished
No, we
sample.
don't. I can't find it.
Okay.
So we'll finish it and we'll put it on this week.
Is there a picture I can pull up so you can show it? Let's see.
Triangle bag. Maybe.
I'll look.
Yeah. Triangle bag with zipper. So here, look at okay, where's your bag? Where's your zipper, Steve?
It's right there.
Because I could kind of show them. Okay, so on one end, you sew it across, and then another end, you like sew it in half, and it ends up being a triangle. So let's say it ends up being this shape. So it's just neat. There you go. Look how cute that one is. Oh, look at they bound the bottom edge. See? So you can make them any size. Now that one isn't. Look at how that one's a different shape. So you don't have to follow the rule of your width your length has to be twice your width. So no, you could make it any size. It looked like they used a square, didn't it? You can make these any size. We want them to make, well, they do have the zippers that have the zipper pull already on it. And, these,
I'm going to start with the white one.
yeah, so here, I'm going to sew this together with a seam. Then I'm going to sew one of these flat and the other one like that, and it forms a triangle. Now, on that little picture you found, Steve, did they have a ribbon on the edge? No, but they bound it. That's a lot of work. Binding. No, we don't like binding.
Can you wrap
I love the look of it, but for a little triangle bag, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so here is the first zipper. So how many do they get? Is it
individually?
Each individually. Yep. So this is our 30-inch zipper. It is the 4.5. So when you see a number, a 4.5 means that's the size of the teeth, 4.5 millimeters. There are 2 zipper pulls. So really you could do a big bag with this. But what I like is that I end up with 2 15-inch zippers. So by cutting it in half, I can get more projects out of it. So it's like 2 zippers in one. You can have a short zipper and a long zipper. So we love these. I like them because the zipper pull is nice and big. So for any kind of bag, so this is even listed as a bag making zipper. So the zippers, the tinier zippers with the small pulls, that pull is too little. It just, you did all that work and...
Hurts my fingers.
It hurts Steve's fingers. Right. So they took the kids to get their picture taken with Santa, and James was scared to death of Santa. And we think of him as being such a bruiser because he's a big kid. Yeah, he did not like Santa. No, he's so cute. Okay, so first one was white. This one, I think they call it natural, but I would call it ivory. I'm going to lay it down right next to the white so you can see. And again, it has the 2 zipper pulls so you can get 2 projects out of 1 zipper. I love that. But I think we're going to the movies tonight. I don't go out much when, right? I never go out to eat. Steve and Kathy and I, we go to Carboneras, who we love. I think my Kathy wants to go there to eat tonight. But Thursday nights, we go after the show just to kind of relax a little bit. And we have wine and hors d'oeuvres.
It's our big night out.
It's our big night out. We go to Carboneras. But if you're ever in town, it is the best Italian food. When my daughter Kathy comes in town, it has always been her favorite restaurant. So I think that's where they're going to go tonight. Okay, so now in the bubble should be the red zipper. And it's just plain old red. Perfect for Christmas. And next one is black. Here, I'll put it right next to this one. So this is a black 30-inch double pull zipper. So you can make 2 projects out of 1 zipper. And they're the 4.5, so they have the bigger teeth and the bigger zipper pulls. Okay, and I think we have one more color, and that is navy blue. So all of these would be really nice to have on hand. Oh, I do have gray coming. I should have, well, I forgot to tell you guys, but when they arrive, we were sold out on gray, but they are on their way to us, so gray would be another one. So there's navy, black, red. They call this natural, but I would call it ivory, and then white. So one of each of those in your stash. You could make 2 bags out of each. Okay. Steve went running off to get something. And I hear,
Hot item.
Oh, hot item. Okay. And I bought in all she had. So I wish we could get more of these, but I think our suppliers are going to start getting used to our numbers. But this,
Oh,
yeah.
so this is a gray buffalo plaid Sherpa blanket. Mm-hmm. And you might think that's nice.
Yeah.
But
boring.
Boring.
No, not really
Right.
boring, but yeah.
Semi-boring.
Boring. Yes.
But if you feel somewhere on one of the edges,
something. Oh, that's just quilting. Okay, somewhere.
there is a
feel how
secret.
soft that
It
is.
soft. Let's just open it up.
Secret.
There's a secret in here. Here it is. I found the secret.
Okay, let me
Ready?
feel.
You want to feel the secret?
Feel the secret
here.
right there. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Now how do you get to the secret? Oh, there, right
Yep.
there. Okay, it's got a zipper. So already in it. Here, you unzip it.
Here,
Mine.
which? Can we go to this one? There we go, right there. So in here there's a hidden zipper that you can unzip this, because if you want to embroider on this, you don't
looks
want
terrible.
your embroidery to be on the
Yes.
Sherpa part.
This is really
so
soft.
do you unzip this, and it unzips like all the way to 15 inches. You can get your hoop in there.
Yes.
and you can
15-inch
embroider-
zipper. Okay.
You can embroider just the corner of this and put something on there, and then not go through the back.
Right.
So
And it's the cuddle on both sides. So this is number 3 cuddle. On this side's unbelievably soft, and then on this side is the Sherpa, and it is very, very soft. So I'll try to get more. If it goes to wait list, I'll call them first thing Monday morning and see if they can quickly get us some more. So if it goes to wait list, leave it on wait list. It might be that she has some. We get her products probably in 2 days. So it's wonderful. It's already sewn for you, and I like this. Red and black kind of says Christmas to me, but the gray and black I would leave out longer.
yeah.
It goes with more decor. All right, now how big is it?
50 by
Let's see.
60.
50 by 60. That is really good.
Perfect
So that's-
size for you and your boo to cuddle
Yes,
up under.
yes. Yes. And it's really soft. It is. Yes. We still have air conditioners in our house, you know, and it's like, you imagine, like, well, maybe Tommy will take them down this weekend because it's really cold. But, you know, when you have those window air conditioners, cold air comes in no matter what. Yeah, and so we need blankets in our living room. So we just have to give Tommy a day off, which it will be tomorrow. No, we won't give him the day off tomorrow because we've already got plans for more digitizing with him. Yeah, so sorry, Tommy, no day off. You'll just have to fit in air conditioning removal.
So in this digital world, it's
Yes.
nice to have some hard copy books.
Yes, it
and
is.
Annie's, I think they're worth collecting all of them.
Yep. So first one is Christmas quilting. So this is a really nice book. I'm going to lay it on the table, PJ, if I'm over here. Can you see it? But I love this, the wreaths. And look at this. Every once in a while, in a wreath, there's a cat. You would love this. PJ and Chelsea love cats. So this is Christmas quilting, 9 festive holiday quilts. And so these are stars with Christmas trees in the middle. These look like cakes. Is that what it is? Figgy pudding. Okay. But anyhow, full color pictures. Really nice. See, there it is with the cat peeking out of the wreath. So really good directions. Really cute projects for Christmas. So what did they say? 9 festive holiday projects.
It's less than $1 a pattern.
Right. Look at how cute that is right there. Look at that block. That's paper piecing. Is it? Right? Aren't these paper piecing? It is.
Oh, yeah. It says
Yes.
foundation. Yep.
You know what this looks like to me? This are Christmas trees and marshmallows. There you go. And this is the figgy pudding. A cake. Oh, shaped like a Christmas tree. So that is really, really cute projects. And, you know, keep in mind, if you're like me and I would never complete a quilt this big, you could just do one row and you've got a gorgeous table runner. So every one of these quilts, look how cute this is with the lamb, the sheep. While shepherds watched is this one. Look at that. So really, really nice projects. Okay. Now, the next book is a brand new one. We've never had this one before. And this is called One Day Quilts.
That's what I need.
Yes, this is our speed right here. I love this heart one, but it's 13 quick and easy projects. 13 projects. Again, full color pictures. So easy. They said you could do it in one day. There, so what did it say? 13 projects. Oh, those are pencils. I didn't notice that at first. So these are colored pencils. So what do they call that one? Let me see. I got to see the name of that one. Color Me Happy. Okay. So here's the hearts. So really cute quilts. So here is a table runner. Looks like with half square triangles. I love this one. I love the blues and purples and greens together. There. So that looks like it's done with strips. Well, they call this one Stairway to Heaven. Crisscross throw. Look at that one. That is, so what is that one? Sidestep. So 13 different projects, and you can make in, it says, they call one-day quilts. So you could do, I would say, cut one day, cut in the morning, piece in the afternoon. I bet you could. So 13 different projects. This is from Annie's Quilting. Okay. And they're really, really nice books. Okay. What are you showing next?
Now's the time for a kiwi.
It is. It is time for a kiwi.
Kiwi time.
Yes. And I love it. I love it.
Get ready. Hold on. 1 second, Steve.
Sure.
Almost ready. You can start. You can continue to talk.
So the kiwi. This sale goes on now just once a year.
Yes.
So
When's it
now-
over?
The 29th.
29th. Okay.
So, yep. The 29th, the kiwi sale is over. Normally the kiwis
We
on...
begged them to have it again.
I
We
know.
did. They wouldn't budge.
Nope.
No. It's
I think
once
you even
a year.
cried.
I tried to cry to them, and they wouldn't listen. No.
So the kiwi, they're normally $6.99 on Arrow's website. Right now, they're $3.99, and that includes free shipping, drop shipping to your house right from Arrow. A kiwi is a cutting, pressing, and storage center all in one. So right now it's opened up. The leaf is opened up. It comes with a cutting mat. We just have lost ours in this room.
I'll bring you mine from home.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I'll give it back. Yeah. So the green cutting mat comes on top here. It comes with a really nice pressing pad. This leaf splits open so you can also press and cut. You can put it right next up to your sewing station here, so you can swivel your chair. You can go ahead and press something if you're pressing a seam. If you need to trim some dog ears off or something, you can do it right from here. To close it up, just take your pressing pad off, flip this over, slide in your support leg, and then this just can go right back on. It is, let's see if I remember, 17 by 21. Let's see if that's right.
Oh, right here. Okay.
It's 17 inches across. Yes. This says a half an inch.
Now, they don't get the 15 on top of that.
Not on these, because they're already on such a good sale.
Right.
That ruler has a half inch. I can't do it.
No, I can't. I know it gets us mixed up every time. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So it's 17 across, 21 deep. It has 4 drawers in front. The first 3 are all the same size. When you open them and you close them, they have that soft close feature so they won't slam on you. It comes with 2 thread storage trays. So there's 30 little pegs here to hold 30 of our embroidery threads. And then if you push the thread storage all the way back, you can even line cones of thread up along here, or bobbins or anything.
Yeah, and I took it because you have more than 30, but I took it like that, and I'm thinking I've got 60 spools of thread in each drawer.
And then these have the soft close too, and that little table comes out too. So if you want it in any of the drawers, you can put it in any of the other drawers. The next drawer down.
It comes with the spindles for the thread storage too.
Yep.
2 drawers.
2
have
trays.
it in.
Yep, for it. And then a larger drawer for the bottom. You can keep your iron in there. You can see we have some projects in there. So they're just a great little table. And we just started carrying them, I think, like last year. First time we sold them, and we loved them. And I feel like you guys do too, because a lot of people have it. So if you need another kiwi, or if this is your first kiwi, now's the time. So
and the colors it comes in?
It comes in gray. So it has that wood finish gray here. I'm going to grab my pictures of the other colors, but there's white. Let's put the white in. The white's probably the most popular.
Yeah, the white is the most popular.
Yep.
Yes, but I call it teak. I don't know whether they call it teak, but I call it teak. And it's just a wood tone. I sew in a corner of my living room, so I like it there. I keep thinking I might want to go to a bedroom.
No, you miss out on the action.
I know. I like watching Gray play, and I like having, I don't know. Oh, good. This is the one I have. Yes, I like it. So, but they said they sell more whites than any other. And then second is this one. What do they call this one? Is teak. Yep. Okay. And then the third is the gray.
So the white's in the bubble now, and then the teak is also available. Free shipping. They drop ship them. They come in 2 boxes. Assembly is required, but it isn't that hard. It comes with really well-written instructions. There's also a video on their website to help you along with it. It has lockable casters. A great little thing. And I've had more than one customer told me that when they do sew in a bedroom, you can't have nightstands and sewing furniture, so these are their nightstands.
Yeah,
so they
I
close
think it's
them
a
up,
good idea.
They put one on each side of the bed for a nightstand, and then little do they know that they're sewing tables for people. So neat idea.
You know what I like sewing in my living room for another reason is I like looking at my sewing machine. It is a beautiful piece of equipment. People come in my house and they remark, "What kind of sewing machine is that?" When the neighbors know that I sell sewing machines, they have no idea. So I like it being right there.
Any special tools to assemble? You need like a Phillips screwdriver. I think just a Phillips, really.
He's looking in it to see if there's any kind of special. He's
a
not seeing hex or anything.
I used a screw gun to help me when I did mine. But you could do them with a regular screwdriver, but I think it's mostly all Phillips. Yeah, all Phillips screws.
So easy.
Yep.
Yes. So your family's probably wondering what to buy you. Maybe you buy it yourself and tell them for Christmas, put it together for me, right? We'd love that. But we had a lot of ladies put them together, and they said they didn't have any trouble. They just followed the instructions, and it went together easily. So
our 6x10 hoop.
6x10 hoop. So you need every size. So here I was. So what would I have used? I couldn't have used an 8x8. I was 8 wide, and I needed to run over. So this is a size that the Baby Lock Vesta came with it, but most people do not have it. Kimberbell uses the 6x10 hoop in most of their projects. So this is the Baby Lock 6x10 hoop. Spin it around so you can see. Okay, and all right.
Up next is this 6x10 in dimes magnetic version.
Okay.
So I'll just grab this.
Okay.
That's the multi. We can use that one.
Well, we can just hold up the box.
That's
It'll
good.
come
Yeah,
in a
just use that
box.
one. It'll come in a box.
Yeah, use that one so they know the box. So, or any magnetic hoop. So this is the dime 6x10 hoop. So we love these. We use them all the time. This one is a larger hoop, but what you'd be buying. So we have every size of the magnetic hoop, but this is the one that's in the bubble is the 6x10. And what other size do you have? It's great for, it's just real easy to hoop. It's great for doing your quilting, doing a block. So they're really
there's
nice.
A 7x12 from dime.
Yeah,
That'll go up in the bubble next.
7-inch by 12-inch. So many people don't have a machine that can take a wider hoop, so they do make it in a 7x12. So if you have the Journey or the Unity, and you may want to get that 7x12. We always tell everybody, get the biggest magnetic hoop that your machine can handle. So if you have the biggest one already, my second favorite is the 8x12. Do you have the 8x12 in the lineup?
I think we do. Next one is the 10.5 by 10.5.
Okay, that one's the square 10.5 by 10.5. That's another really nice size for doing quilting on blocks. And so just anything that is hard to hoop, it's really nice to use a magnetic hoop. Sticky hoops are also really nice. So if you want to buy sticky hoops, you can just go to the search bar.
Type in the word sticky.
Sticky, yes.
Probably the only product we have.
Yeah,
There,
so sticky stabilizer and sticky hoops, those are really nice to have too. It just makes the job so much easier when you have a lot of hoops too. Because while sewing one, you could be hooping your next project. So, okay, what size?
9.5 by 9.5.
So 9.5 by 9.5. So many people bought the largest hoop that their machine could take. And so that would be like if you own a Destiny, Meridian, or Altair, you're going to want the 9.5 by 14 so you can do the edge-to-edge quilting in less hoopings. But then the 9.5 by 9.5 if you want to quilt squares. So I know that the clear blue tiles from Kimberbell. So if you want to get the starter set of clear blue tiles from Kimberbell, you can search for that. And maybe tiles, and it'll pop up. I'm just thinking of search words that you would pop up. But that clear blue tiles has a lot of square designs, and so you'd want to have the 9.5 by 9.5 or the 10 5/8 by 10 5/8.
Up next is, we're going to go small, 4x4.
4x4. So we have customers that love the magnetic hoop so much they collect every one, and so they get down to what don't I have yet, and the 4x4, that is really nice to have too. 4x4 is what, if you're doing golf shirts and you want to embroider, they call it the left chest. The left chest is where you put embroidery designs, and usually they're 3x3 or smaller, and it's just so much easier to hoop. And the thing is, you don't want to use a regular 4x4 on many of the golf shirts because you get what's called hoop burn, and so pushing your fabric into your regular hoop makes a ring that is hard to get out sometimes. So using a magnetic hoop your fabric won't get damaged in hooping. So.
And then let's go to 8x8.
8x8.
It's a good size.
Yeah, so we have all the sizes in stock. So the 8x8 magnetic hoop, this is the time to get it. You're going to get 15% put back into your account so you can spend later. You're earning money just by spending it.
9.5 by 14.
So 9.5 by 14. So that's this size right here. This is the largest hoop that you can use on the Altair, Meridian, and Destiny. And that's what we recommend going with. All right. And then do we have the biggest one? The 10 and 5/8 by 16.
That's what's next. Yep.
Okay. Steve's going to put the 10 and 5/8 by 16 next. And if you own a Solaris, you have to have it because you have the quilting built into your machine, and if you use that 10 and 5/8 by 16, you'll have less hoopings to get your quilt quilted. So you have that automatic feature. There was somebody in one of the groups today that said, how can I make the quilting do it so it doesn't pass over twice? And I didn't have a chance to answer, but I wouldn't use the fancy fills to quilt because they don't end. You can't connect them. It can't be one continuous pattern. If you own a Solaris, use your built-in quilting, edge-to-edge quilting designs. Your machine, you tell it what size quilt you have to quilt, and it will automatically resize the design so you don't go over the edge. So those are the designs that I would use to quilt a quilt. If you don't have the Solaris, then I would purchase the Amelie Scott designs. I think she has 16 or 17, 10 design collections for you to look at. And we carry every single one of them. And that is a really fun way to quilt your quilts. So, okay, and I see some of Baby Lock's hoops.
Oh, 8x12 is next.
Oh, 8x12. Now, 8x12 is my favorite size. I tell everyone that I would go with the largest hoop that my machine would take. So if I own Solaris, the 10 and 5/8 by 16. If I own Altair, Meridian, or Destiny, I would select the 9.5 by 14, and my second choice is the 8x12 because you know how I love doing table runners, and the 8x12 is perfect for quilting your table runners. So that would be my second one. Then I would add on then I think I'd go with the squares, because if you want to quilt your quilt and you want to do let's say a 12-inch block, I would pick the 10 and 5/8 by 10 and 5/8, and I would quilt the inside of that 12-inch block. I would pick the 8x8. I would pick the squares. Okay. Now next is Baby Lock's magnetic hoop, which what we complain about with the dime hoops is that I don't usually embroider with a magnetic hoop because the fabric will slip. I do use the magnetic hoops for the automatic quilting, but if you want to embroider with a magnetic hoop, these Baby Lock magnetic hoops are so strong. They hold so how many? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 really strong magnets. You just slide them and it holds your fabric really good. Your fabric will not shift when you pull your fabric in and out. So usually I say when you're doing applique that you need to use a regular hoop because it will slip. Not with these Baby Lock hoops. So this one is what size? This one is the 10-inch by 10-inch. So this is for the Baby Lock Solaris. And they are wonderful. Really, really strong magnets. You know, when Baby Lock comes out with something, they really test it. And they knew that the complaint with the magnetic hoops is slipping. Now, I would not use this for edge to edge. I just wouldn't, because I think the dime hoops are better. So, and you know.
Have the right tool for the right job.
Yeah, right tool for the right job.
Yep.
That's what your dad would say
That's
to you, right?
Yep.
Yes. So here's the 10 by 10 baby lock magnetic hoop with these really strong magnets so your fabric won't slip. So you could do any technique at all with these. Now the next size is, so this one also is for the Solaris.
Go down, go down.
And this one is the
one.
7 by 14.
That one, yep.
So, and this is really nice for doing the continuous borders. That's something we have not taught in a long time. You all have that feature. So so the Solaris, Destiny, Altair, Meridian, all the baby lock, right? The Ariel. Does the Vesta have the continuous borders? I am not sure. So I think it has to be the Ariel. And you can connect your borders, and you have a feature on your machine for doing that. We're never going to quit teaching. We have so much to teach. Is that these machines do so much. I think it takes 5 years to get through every technique. So, and we are going to continue teaching it. We love that you're loving that we're teaching you. Spread the word. We would love people from all over the country to take, and the classes are free. So, and we love it. So thank you so much. And thank you for buying supplies from us. Okay.
Then the 5 by 7.
Oh, the 5 by 7.
I don't have it up here, but it's smaller.
Okay, so
Go
so there is a 5 by 7 baby lock magnetic hoop that has these strong magnets in it too.
It looks like
So-
this,
Yes.
but it's the 5 by 7 size.
Yes.
This is the new 7 by 12.
Yes. So the 7 by 12. Now, what machines will take this one?
Anything that'll take
The 7 by
7 by
12.
12,
So,
yeah.
oh wow.
Yep.
Okay. I thought we were limited. So any machine that can hold a 7 by 12 hoop or larger can use the 7 by 12 hoop. So could like a Lissimo owner use the 7 by 12? It
No.
doesn't recognize it.
Destiny owners and Lissima owners, it isn't, the hoop doesn't recognize it, so it has to be one of the newer machines.
So it has to be Altair, Meridian, and Solaris. So if you put this in on the Destiny, would it give you an error message?
Just wouldn't, yeah.
It just
work.
won't let you do anything. Okay.
Yep.
So this one, the 7 by 12, is for Altair, Meridian. And right, if you owned a Destiny, you'd go with the 7 by 14, right? I mean, not Destiny, but Solaris. Yes. Okay.
And Mickey asked, do you have the continuous border hoop? We used to carry and use the continuous border hoop years ago when the Elissimo was out. We haven't used it in a couple years, but I think some of the classes
that's
that they're
it.
introducing are using it again.
Yeah.
So we're going to get it in
But-
and show it.
But guess what? You can use the dimagnetic hoops
Just
the
the
same
same?
way.
Okay.
So I wouldn't buy it because the only thing you can do is the border.
Listen to her.
Yes, don't buy that. Buy the dime, like the 8 by 12. I forget. It doesn't. The continuous border hoop is not very long, right? It's
No,
not
it's
like
like
12 or 14. It's only like 7, isn't
There's
it?
2 sizes.
Two sizes of
4
continuous.
by 12 is the
4 by
biggest.
12. Okay.
It's pretty limited, I feel,
Yeah,
like
but
4 by
I would
12.
rather get an 8 by 12 hoop
Yep.
because then I could use because you're gonna have the markings. So yeah. Buy an 8 by 12 dime hoop. You'll get more use out of it. You'll be able to use your edge-to-edge quilting on table runners and quilts, and you can do your continuous borders too. So, okay.
Let's see. In case you have a accident
Crash
with your foot,
like I did. So look at your foot. Sometimes you've broken a needle and you have needle marks on it.
plug it in,
If
but
you
it's
have
not
needle
like-
marks on it, there's a real good chance that it's bent a little bit. So this is the W foot. So this fits all high shank machines. Now the Solaris doesn't need to plug in. So if they have Destiny, Meridian, or Altair, they need to plug in their foot, right?
you can still use this one.
Right, you
this
can.
is still peace of mind.
Yes, have
Yeah.
it handy. Okay, just in case. Right, so this would be for the Aerial, Unity, Journey.
Any of the bigger machines, not the Elissimo, it's a low shank, but any of the bigger machines.
Bigger machines,
Yep.
right. So these are high shank machines. How about Snowman Joy? I'm just loving
sure,
that.
yep.
That. Yeah, I love that. Snowman Joy. Oh, and we got to show the kids' hats.
Yes.
We didn't show those yet, right? Okay, so this is by Patch Abilities. So Tommy has finished doing the digitizing, and he had me sew it out. So you will get
Yeah.
you will get the pattern for
right, that's
making this
fine.
table runner. Now take a look, because the table runner, she only has it on her pattern as 30 inches. Well, I wanted it a little bit longer, so I did mine as 40. Now, why did I do it 40? Because that gives me a width of fabric for the backing, and I'm still deciding which one of these grays I want to use for the backing, because I like to wrap around bind. So I went 40 inches from the length, but look at how cute this little snowman is. It is adorable, and so you will get the pattern, and for it, that'll give you the instructions for doing this table runner, and then all the design is on your flash drive, and Tommy includes a paper, which I saw over here. Oh, I must have put it away. But he includes the step-by-step directions for doing the embroidery design. So really cute. I was going to do, and he also gives you on the flash drive a bigger snowman joy. So I was going to do, my plan was to do a joy at each end and then put one in the middle, but then I kind of feel like that was too much, so I quit there. But just know that you will get it in this size, which I think is about 8-inch wide, and then he has another one that's like almost 9.5-inch wide, so bigger, and I think he has one smaller too. So you will get more than one size. And that is the pattern, the Patchabilities pattern for Snowman Joy, and the embroidery designs on a flash drive, and the instructions for the order to place your pieces are on a separate sheet that Tommy printed up. Okay, so now the hats for kids.
Yes.
Okay, so I really like the red one on Jimmy. So really cute, and they light up, so the kids love it. So little Kelly said she would wear it if she wanted to read and it was dark. She would put her hat on, okay? And then it's got 3 light levels, so I turned it on to the brightest, press it again, and it goes little dimmer, little dimmer. These lights, this is the hottest item for Christmas. It really is fun. Oh, press it again and it turns off. You don't have to have it on. And then look at how cute. So you can put this in the washing machine, okay? This comes out and it is rechargeable. I think that is the buzzword for these LED lights this year, is rechargeable. So it just goes right into your brick that you use to charge your phone. You take the cord out that charges your phone and you just put this straight into it and it will recharge, and then this just snaps right back in. Oh, this way. Oh no, this way. I'll get it. There, it snaps in really easy. So here it is in the red. Okay, looks really good with Snowman Joy. And then we have navy. So here's navy blue. Okay, and it isn't that dark, dark, dark navy blue. You can definitely tell it's navy blue. I'll pull up the black one next. So here is the black. And these are fun. They're really fun. And remember, 15% goes back into your account.
This is the gift of the year.
It is the gift of the year.
It's the gift of the year.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
We did have a special request for some pink beanies.
Oh, I'll get them. I'll get them. I'll look for them. We have the bright orange. Now, what I'm thinking is with the bright orange that skiers like to wear really bright hats. And I know from being not athletic, I was the one that waited in the ski lodge, and I just waited all day. I watched every kid come down the hill searching for my kids, and I could never find them. If I had a bright hat on them, I would be able to find them. If they're out on the playground and you go to peek at them while they're at school, you're going to see them with the bright orange hat, and you'll be able to find them. So, and then we also have gray. Now, I don't know whether we have it loaded, but we did get the bright green. Yeah, maybe we'll put that in the next time. Yes, this is the perfect stocking stuffer. They're going to love it. It's really, really neat. And I will get some girls' colors. So, Now, can I show them the gloves really quick? Because
Sure.
we love our
Yeah.
gloves.
Where they-
Okay.
you got 'em? Oh, yeah.
Gloves. Okay. Share which ones you got.
Are these plaid?
Do the orange?
Yeah. So I've got orange first. So maybe well, I'll leave everything out. Or am I getting it too, like I can... There, okay. We can leave everything out. Here we go. Okay. They deserve a table of their own. So this is the orange, and it really isn't orange, it's a rust, and it goes into like a beautiful burgundy color. These are beautiful. So they're suede on the other side, and the other side is stretchy. So I have big fingers, and these fit me. So... And then it also has this little embroidery, but it's so you could use your phone with your gloves on. So if you're a commuter, you need to have nice gloves. It is really cold outside today here, isn't it? And this is a day that if you're going, we went to Phipps Conservatory last night, and it was fun. You do go outside for part of it. You need a warm coat, and you need gloves. Okay, now the next, so the most popular pair that we have sold are the gray. And these are on Oprah's favorite things list for 2023. So.
Listed as black. Is that right?
Yeah, that's black. Yeah. So I would call it.
Oprah is wearing them right now.
Oprah is wearing them right now. Many of the items that she puts on her list. So she had a candle. I think that was $80 for a candle, and
I would never light it.
yeah, I would never light it. No, I wouldn't. And she had cashmere sweater for like $480. These. I was really glad to be able to get. I always watch for her list. She comes out with it really late in the year. So here is the pink. So number 1 sold is the gray, the black, and number 2 is the pink.
Which is your favorite?
So I have a green coat, and so I went with the gray. I did. So the black. Because like my green coat, I just didn't think it would look good with any of these other ones. But you know what? Really popular with the 30-somethings right now is camel coats. And this brown would be really nice if you had a camel coat. Let me flip this one to the other side. So they're all black on this side. Both hands have the the finger that can use the cell phone. And there's, I think, the brown. If I had a camel coat, this is what I would get. If I had a camel coat, it would be brown or the orange. I would call that rust. But so far, like if you have a black coat, the pink or this, they call it black, but I would call it gray. So it's got the touch screen fingertip. It's the exact brand that Oprah, it's called Top It Off, and we have them here. So, Comment Sold always wants us to expand what we offer. So that's why Christmas time, I'm thinking we've been sewing, and then we can't get the projects done, and then we're sewing so much we forgot to fill the stockings. And so it's just nice to have products like these, the light up hats and these beautiful gloves. So, okay, Oh, should we do slippers? Mm-hmm. Now, what sizes do we have on the slippers?
3 sizes.
3 sizes. Oh, these are so cute. Oh, and I got to show them the hat. Did we have the hat?
Yes, I have that too.
Look who's back and really, really popular.
I saw it. I saw it in, I think.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll start with that.
Look at that. So the smiley face is back. So remember when Forrest Gump made us remember them again, but I'm thinking it was 70s that it was like the first sticker, the first we wore them as little buttons. So little buttons, and it was smiley faces, and the Forrest Gump movie kind of reminded us of them, and here they are back, and they are as popular as they ever were before. So this one is a black hat, and it's a flocked smiley face. So maybe I'll put this down here so they can see. Can you zoom in on that smiley face and show them?
Let's get a Supposed to go to a close-up of it.
Yeah. So it's flocked, so it's fuzzy. Really cute. And look at this. We do have the slippers to go with it. They're very soft. I'm telling you, these are the most popular thing right now. My daughter-in-law, Maddie, she knows fashion, and she wears these slippers. And when I saw her wearing them, I thought, I wonder if I can get them. And we were able to get them. So what sizes do we have in the slippers? So they're in European. So this is 44, 45. So
the slippers. Okay, so you have. There's 3 sizes. The smallest size is 5.5 to 6.
okay, smallest. And what so put the smalls in.
Okay.
Okay, and so they are size 5.5 to 6.
Correct.
Okay. Now do you have medium?
The medium, I guess, would be 7.5 to 8.
So medium size is 7.5 to 8. Okay. And then these must be the large.
8.5 to 9.
8.5 to 9. Okay, so we have the 3 sizes of the Smiley slippers. I made her pick them. They came in different colors. She said for sure she likes the yellow ones the best because that's the original button. I think it brings back memories for us, right? How many of you out there had these smiley faces on things? I think we all did, right? And I think I remember it as being like the first little button that we were hippies back then. It was during Vietnam era, and right, and the smiley face is back. So really cute, really soft. It's got a soft furry lining, and they are machine washable and dryable. So wear your smiley face hat and your smiley face slippers.
And no slip. No slipping.
No slipping, no. It grips, nope. They don't slide, nope. They've got grippers on the bottom, so you won't fall. You won't slip and fall in these. Okay. Now, what I'm dying to show them is that little snowman. How'd you know that was what? He grabbed it right when I did. Okay, this is so cute. It's a little snowman basket, okay? And it has 3 towels inside ready for you to embroider. So you don't have to make the basket. The basket comes with it. And you have 3 towels. But look at how cute that little basket is, okay? And the 3 towels, so you get a green and white. So embroider them, roll them back up again, and put them in. It would make a really cute gift. So here's the green and white check, black and white with the bigger check, and then this is a red with black and white, kind of like a plaid. So cute gift to give embroidered, or give it to one of your friends that loves to embroider, and she's always looking for something to put some embroideries on. And look at, you can keep your towels in there, or just use this cute little snowman bucket for something else. A cute gift. So I was really excited about that. Okay. And then that's it.
I think that's it for today, yeah.
Yeah, that's it for today. But remember, all your accessories. So I'm looking at the Baby Lock magnifying lens, all the different hoops. So everything the frame tote. I love that. So that's down there. I don't know whether you'll be able to find it, but that is another one that has been unbelievably popular. Now, what about the sewing chairs, the cute sewing chairs?
They're on sale for $297.
Okay.
And we'll go over those on Monday.
Monday we were going to do the Baby Lock sewing. No, they're the Arrow sewing chairs. They're the cute ones.
The number one.
Right, number 1 sewing chair sold. So we're gonna have we need to have one of each put together and up here, right? Because then I want them on our showroom floor. Yes. So on Monday, we're going to show you the chairs. We have so many projects that we want to show you. So tune in on Monday. We'll be on it Monday at 3 o'clock, right? Yes. Okay, new fabrics came in, new bargains. So we're going to put more gift items for yourself. And also we will be doing the bargain fabrics too. All right. See you Monday at 3. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for everything you've done for us. The support that we receive from all of you has been absolutely wonderful. So thank you.